Today we're going to make one of my favorite fun quick bread recipes, and it's very unique. It is sweet potato chocolate chip quick bread. Just like you think, the sweet potatoes add a natural sweetness, but the flavor is incredible. It's great for kids, it's great for families, so let's go. First thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 350. I just did that. Then grab 2 sweet potatoes. We are going to poke some holes in them and put them in the microwave for 6 minutes to cook them. Then we're going to scoop out the flesh. This is the quickest way to do it, so you don't have to do it in the oven. We are going to start with our wet ingredients. So I got the sweet potato out of the microwave. It's all cooked now. It's actually pretty easy once you let it cool. You can even peel the skin off. I like to give this to my dog. You need a cup of the mashed sweet potato. So I did 2 mediums, and that should be about a cup. It might be a little extra. Okay. So we're going to add that to the bowl. 1 egg, 1/4 cup of melted coconut oil. We're also going to do a 1/4 cup of plain Greek yogurt. This makes it extra soft, moist, and you get an extra protein boost. So it's actually a 1/4 cup plus a tablespoon. And then you're going to use that same tablespoon to add some maple syrup. So we're going to mix this all together. This is our wet, and then we'll do our dry ingredients. Okay, we're going to move our wet ingredients out of the way and start with our dry ingredients. What I like to do in a lot of my recipes is use a blend of whole wheat flour and oat flour. I find that this makes the final recipe a little bit softer, more moist. If you wanted it to be gluten-free, you could use all oat flour instead. It would be a lot softer, but it is possible if you wanted to do that. We're going to use 1 cup of whole wheat flour, 1/2 cup of oat flour. I just use this King Arthur's oat flour. Of course, you can always grind your own if you just put oats in a food processor or blender and grind them until they form into a flour. That's another option. We're going to use 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and then 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder and baking soda. And then a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Gently mix that together. Then we're going to fold in our wet ingredients. And then my kid's favorite part, 3/4 cup of chocolate chips. However, I always say just measure with your heart. The batter will be thick. That is normal. And then once you have this mixed, we're going to pour it into our greased baking pan and put it in the oven for 45 to 50 minutes. It's out of the oven. We let it cool, which is the hard part because it smells so good. And now you can see so good disbursement of chocolate chip. I like to eat it as is or warmed with butter or peanut butter. So good. It freezes well too. Let me know in the comments if you make this recipe.